and now all you vinyl varmints, all you record collecting crew, have I got a box of records for you?
Hey,
Hey,
good to see you again.
thank you.
It has been a while.
Yes. Got a live audience today. It's a little different here at Studio F.
Yeah, they're sort of live.
Put up the bleachers.
Some of the girls from down the street are here tonight. This afternoon, I'd rather.
Part of the Attic Daddy fan club and part of the Shadow Man fan club. We've had to set them in different tiers
Girls,
so they
sit
don't
down,
fight.
sit down, sit down,
They
sit
don't
down.
fight amongst each
Yeah,
other.
you're gonna watch these people.
Today,
Oh, it's momentous.
yeah, a great tale of generosity we will get to later on. Today's subject showed episode number 24 is Pure Punk.
Pure punk.
And we're going to look at starting off with some punk rock 45s and just good morning, cheers to all, Shadow Man.
Welcome everyone, new subscriber.
Mm-hmm.
Vinyl Pasta, welcome to the mayhem.
Yes.
You have no idea what just preceded this.
It's been 24 shows so far of whack of albums. So.
Yeah, this is our second time recording this because first time something happened, it turned into 2 videos. You missed a lot of fun when the rain started coming and I had to run outside and put the windows up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we'll just have to describe it.
And
It'll be in
unfortunately,
the book.
well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, so I'm trying to reproduce this word for word. So. Anyway, we're starting off with the Bishops. Now, sometimes they were called the Count Bishops also. This is I Want Candy before the Bow Wow Wow version, of course, the version of the original Strange Love song. These folks here were kind of always included with Dr. Feelgood and Eddie and Hot Rods and some of the real early bands that were already established by the time the Pistols came along. But we're kind of on the same vibe and verb of kind of shorter, back to rock and roll type things. And this is a little 6-inch,
6-incher.
as you can see, compared to a regular, a regular 7-inch vinyl. And what do we have here? With the $2.99 sticker on it.
Oh, Her Majesty.
Yes. The God Save the Queen Sex Pistols single. I bought 3, bought 2 for buddies back in town here. Should have bought 30. But, yeah.
$2.99.
And Did You Know Wrong on the other side. Fantastic song that wasn't on the album either. Yes, $2.99, the Record Peddler in Toronto. And when this was new, I'm making that 77, I believe. And they also had their first single, Anarchy in the UK, which is on Sex Pistols Records, and it's a little bit of a mystery who actually put this out. Haven't been able to find out too much about it, but it's not on a major record label or any of the 3 labels they burned their way through. And after the Pistols broke up, there's some other things that the Professionals, now that was Steve Jones and Paul Cook, Jonesy and Cookie from the Pistols, and it's got this big fold-out poster and everything. It's kind of unusual for a 45, but
Very
that's what they were
unusual.
doing. Yes.
I've never seen one.
Yes. Comes with that. Pretty wild. He's got such a fantastic radio show, Steve Jones. Really funny.
Is he still on? No.
I'm not sure if he's still doing it like right up to this month or what, but he's, I think everybody over there is taking time off for the football and stuff. So anyway.
Football is over.
Is it?
I tell ya, number 1.
Oh, see,
Hey, Maron, huh?
I'd have to pay attention. And then the remaining for the Rock and Roll Swindle movie went and hooked up with Ronnie Biggs down in South America, the wanted great train robber, and they pulled off this single. And on the other side is Sid Vicious doing My Way, of course, that also from the movie. This is after John had left. And what did John do? Oh, he established Public Image. Now this is their first single. This is another lovely, exciting Toronto purchase. I think I bought the same week as the Heartbreakers LAMF. But newspaper comes out. I mean, we just showed Thick as a Brick. And actually, we just showed the PIL metal can because we were doing a packaging show. But the music couldn't be any different than from Jethro Tull, but kind of a similar idea with the little newspaper. Okay, and this band, the Plasmatics. I love this band. Wendy O. Williams, Richie Stotts. And I always say this, but Jimmy Miller, after he did the Rolling Stones, pretty well could have produced anybody. And he produced Johnny Thunders and the Plasmatics' epic New Hope for the Wretched.
Is this some Spanish Mexican relief?
I believe, yeah, it is.
I see.
It's like Butcher
Hysterio.
Baby's got La Carniceria, like carnage, or, you know, chili con carne. That
Hysterio.
whole Latin meat thing. But great, great song. Okay, this. I'll leave this in the plastic because this is one of those bootlegs where the paper just slides out anyway. And this is the Sex Pistols Gun Control bootleg from the famous San Francisco final show of the Sex Pistols with Johnny and Sid. Ah ha ha. Ever get the feeling you've been cheated? And that's how it ends. And that's the showbiz adage that is stuck with the Pistols. Thanks for the memories. It's a scrappy, wild album with Sid's limitations on display in some of it, or maybe he was just busy. Poor Sid. Now, Malcolm McLaren, the mastermind behind the Pistols, and a lot of other bands, he put this out fairly soon, too, after Sid had died. You see the little Sid dead doll in the coffin and everything.
Very tasteful.
Yeah, kind of crass, but I don't know. Does it make me crass because I bought it when it was new? But it's got two fabulous Eddie Cochran songs on here. Something Else and Come On Everybody played with Cook and Jones, and big 45 monstrous sounding thing. As I say, we just had Metal Can last week, but we're still just going to show a little bit more PIL. This is another big 45, Death Disco, sometimes called Swan Lake. I believe that's John's artwork. Another great big dub pounder of a 45. Kind of the different direction he got into after the Pistols. No mistaking the voice though. Eater, this might be one of the rarest things I have from buying stuff in original Class of 77 days on Toronto trips. And they were really young. I think the drummer, Degenerate, was 13. But wild album. You know, bunch of Alice Cooper loving kids did this great punk rock album. Famous anyway. Infamous maybe.
Fits the word.
Yes. Okay, we're going up to California now. Black Randy and the Metro Squad. Pass the Dust, I Think I'm Bowie. And he had kind of a funk, punk take on things. Oh, time for a drink.
Toast, everybody. Amigos.
This is brown ale with sweat and spit. And that's. I try to be appropriate with what I drink when I'm doing the show.
You opened up a bottle of the vintage.
And Black Randy, of course, put out the 45 of James Brown's I'm Black and I'm Proud. And these are Wild Things on Danger House Records. I can't imagine they printed a lot of these off, but the record peddler in Toronto and the New Row is Queen East. They had a lot of the punk magazines from all over the place. All the California stuff, these records. If you wanted to explore that, it was there, you know. The Alley Cats. They're a trio, good rockin' trio with a great guitar player. The reason I know about these guys, I've even been ever exposed to them, this California band, was because of a movie, which I have the soundtrack for, called Erg. Now, this is just films of different bands playing, and it's got, as you can see, all sorts of people on here. You're probably familiar with it. The film's great. The Cramps tear it up in there is like a real highlight. And then the flesh tones I love.
Perubu?
Oh, yeah,
Wall of
Perubu,
Voodoo?
Wall of Voodoo.
Boingo Boingo.
Oh, yeah, Devo, X. The X is fantastic too. But yeah, if you get a chance, if you're not familiar with this, and the film is great. Okay, we're going to end up with some Canadian stuff now. And this is the Poles CN Tower. It had just been built in the late 70s. It was the tallest structure in the world for a while to get historical. But yeah, good. Michel Jordana and the Poles. Canadian punk record. And now, live from Toronto, Last Pogo, which is a film also, which didn't come up for like a lot later after this, but this was from the Horseshoe Tavern up in Toronto when they, like a summer of 77, 78, I think, punk bands anyway.
Did you play there?
I've never played at
El
the
Macombo.
Horseshoe. The El Macombo.
Sorry, El
I have,
Macombo.
but I've never played at the Horseshoe. Seen a lot of neat people there. This has the Cardboard Brains on it, and the Scenics, and a bunch of Toronto punk bands at the time. So maybe not everybody, our friends in the vinyl community, have seen that stuff. Hey,
But wait,
we opened this up on camera earlier. I even brought my non-working switchblade to open it up. And this is from Rik Strange.
return to the perfume garden. Yeah,
And of course, we had on film, I wasn't going to try to reproduce the, like Gleason. Oh, what a surprise when he thinks you're going to have a party for him. But anyhow,
Something happened.
I wanted to show you what was in this package, beside a very, very cool letter I think I've deciphered. And yeah, there's some Rolling Stone stuff here.
Thank you.
You know I love the Rolling Stones, and this is all bootleg 45s. Absolutely fantastic. Look at this thing. Satanic Majesty's Request outtakes.
This is stuff Attic Daddy hasn't seen.
Oh, amazing. And this, Everyone Pays Their Dues, the early Street Fighting Man, I think, used part of it for at least. Wow, thank you so much. And how?
And this.
And this.
My God.
Yes.
Madonna mia.
I guess it makes sense that we'd be into the underground comics and
We can't flip through that because...
put on my own.
No,
Yeah, so,
I know. Well,
yeah,
there, nice.
so, but,
Something in there.
No.
Awesome.
We're not opening this up. So, I mean, we'll open it up facing this way.
But not the other way.
This is fantastic. These are a couple of little original announcements. There's Iron Butterfly and all these different bands. They're printed double, but it's like on an unsliced card here. But it's very much, like the whole artwork at the time, and the Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland. Far Out. And I'm not being facetious because things can genuinely still be far out.
Far out and right on.
Here it is. And these are going to go to a good home. They're going to be with friends. They're going to be with people with similar interests.
They're going into
thank you so much, Rik Strange.
Thank you very much.
And as always, thanks for the show.
All right.
Okay, what the
Yeah.
fun we've had today.
That's
Here.
not what I said when we played it back and saw one turned
God.
into two.
It's one thing I hate is technical difficulties, but
well, we have
you
definitely
always-
had
you
our
always.
tea.
yes. Okay. We ready now?
I sure as hell hope so.